Hello YouTube viewers, in this video I am going to show you my Anchor Bay collection. First Anchor Bay movie I have is Sleepaway Camp, which is a really good, see right there, it's a really good 80s movie. It was released in 1983, but this movie is about this little girl who goes to camp, and these strange murders start happening. And by the end of the movie, after all these people at the camp were dying, killed off, she starts like acting weird and starts like getting used to people. She falls in love with a boy. At the end of the movie, these two people find her at this beach, and she's sitting there naked with some boy's head, and she stands up and she actually has a penis, and she's a guy. Supposedly her aunt took her in after her dad got killed, like wanted a little girl instead of a little boy, so dressed up the boy as a girl, and it fucked him up in the head. So this is a great movie. I really enjoy this movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's really good. Next one I have is Sleepaway Camp Part 2, which is where she comes back, but she's a little old and she goes to a different camp, and she kills a lot of people too. It's another really good movie. Next one I have is Sleepaway Camp 3. Yeah, they made a few of these, but these three are probably the best ones. I haven't seen Return to Sleepaway Camp, but it doesn't look too good. Right there, Anchor Bay, and the same thing as the second one. She just kills a lot of people at a different camp, but this time it's like a lot of rejects. People that like were misfits or something like that. But it was a fairly good movie. I enjoyed it. Next one I have is Freaked, which is a really good movie. It's really hard to find. Really hard. It's pretty expensive if you go on Amazon. It's like 16 bucks used or something like that, and I was really happy that I got this one. I did. I just don't like the Walmart sticker on it. The seller that I got it from said there was a Walmart sticker, and I just wanted it because it was cheap. But it was a really good movie. It definitely suggest people watching it. I used to watch it all the time when I was little, and I used to think that it was a Bill and Ted movie because I saw Bill in it, and I was like, oh nice, yo, freaky, like crazy Bill and Ted movie. But it was Freaked. Alex Winter, I don't know, we should make more Bill and Ted movies. I miss those. Another one that I have is Man with a Screaming Brain, which is a Bruce Campbell movie. Really great movie. It's Anchor Bay too. But this movie is about this rich guy who goes out, and he goes to this like weird place. I think it's Bulgaria he goes to, and like he gets into this like romance with this chick who thinks that he's the one for her, and he's like, fuck that, I'm not in love with you. So she hits him in the back of the head with a pipe, and these two weird scientists put him back together with this taxi driver who he had a quarrel with in the beginning of the movie. Their brains are somehow just one now, and he's dealing with it and stuff. It's a funny movie, but it's supposed to be, I think, a horror movie too. I don't know, but it's a really good movie too. Next one I have is Near Dark, and honestly I got this for like $7 at FYE, and I loved it. I couldn't believe, even just the packaging. It's Anchor Bay, but I mean, it comes with 2 discs and a really nice booklet which has a lot of let's see, I love how Anchor Bay does this. Original theatrical pictures, and then more original theatrical pictures, which is really cool. I love it. That's one of the biggest reasons why I enjoy buying and owning Anchor Bay movies, because they take a lot of time out on their DVDs. This movie's about vampires, and this one hick who falls in love with this chick who's a vampire, and she bites him. So he's trying to become one of them, but little by little he's progressing not to be one of them because of like the bloodlust, and it's just lame. But it's a good movie. Another one I have, which is Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, which is also The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue, another Anchor Bay movie. This is a really good movie. I think it's the only movie by George Gray that's actually out, besides if you get the Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. The different copy of it, yeah, but it's the same movie. I just like this one more. It just looks cooler. I mean, even the picture on the back, it doesn't have too many zombies in it, but it's still a really, really good movie. I'm real happy that I got this. Really experimental. The one I have is Halloween, John Carpenter. A really, really good movie. There were some good special features on this, but nothing too good. I mean, it's Anchor Bay too, but it's just... No, it's an overall classic movie. I mean, if you don't like Michael Myers, then you shouldn't like, Jason Voorhees or anything like that. Stereotypical horror franchises, but all the other ones sucked. I only liked the first one. Season of the Witch was good, and the second one was pretty good, but other than that, shit. And another one I have is Children of the Corn by Stephen King, which is an Anchor Bay movie. This one's cool because I used to own this movie, and then I sold it at FYE one time. And I picked up a new copy of it, and it came with, like, mine just had one little flimsy book, but this one has a actual booklet, which is pretty cool. I like it a lot. And this is a movie about these children that take over this little town, and they try to manipulate other children to think that there's this devil guy who's gonna take over and kill all the adults the children are supposed to rule, which makes no sense, but just a good classic cult horror film. Another one I have, I know people are gonna think, why the fuck do you have this movie? But I actually enjoy it, and it's actually pretty expensive now if you buy it new, and I got it at Blockbuster for $6.99. The License to Drive with Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. This movie I loved. It's not a horror movie. It's some cheesy 80s comedy with the Corys or whatever the fuck. I wasn't around then, but I hear a lot about it. And this is a really, really good movie. If you like movies about kids getting into mischief or something funny or whatever, like if you like The Goonies or stuff like that, then you would love this movie. It's really, really funny. Now, next movie I have is a huge classic, one of my favorite movies, if not my favorite zombie movie, is Dawn of the Dead, George A. Romero. I don't have the 2-disc one or anything like that, or like the Ultimate Edition. I just have the regular one. I really don't need all those other ones. Yeah, this one's really, really good, but I mean, I used to own the Argento cut of this, Zombie Dawn of the Dead, but I gave it to my friend Mole for probably a trauma movie or something, but I love this movie. Another great movie. And then I have the another one, Day of the Dead, which is an awesome fucking movie. I love the effects in this. Anchor Bay. And it doesn't really have too many features, but I got it for $5 on Halloween from Walmart, so I thought this was definitely a good buy. And I just love the poster that's inside. Such a classic. Just the way it looks. It's so awesome. I love Anchor Bay. I'm doing a review. And I'm going to be making a part 2 of this shortly. Thank you, viewers. Please comment, and there'll be more